The last section of your paper is about looking ahead. It's short and sweet, just like the context, and the main point of this, if you look at your guided notes, is that it is to offer specific solutions or suggestions, recommendations. You are very fortunate because there's a whole list. There's a whole list of recommendations inside your background guide at the very back. So take a minute, get out your background guide, look at the back where it says specific recommendations or resolutions, and see what aligns with what your country would want. So if we look at this, this paper has done a great job. Switzerland has looked at possible solutions to increase biofuels, so they've decided that biofuels are worth it by making policies to reduce petroleum as much as possible to use less energy. There's still a lot of work to be done. They're acknowledging that issue, and there are 3 recommendations. Now, the recommendations use words. It's a little weird how they say it, but this is just how you're going to do it. Instead of having complete sentences, it's more like fragments. So, recommends giving out blah, 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 blah. Further resolves blah, blah, blah. Proposes blah, blah, blah. So it's got those weird words. Feel free to use these words in particular or specifically when you write your recommendations, and just fill in what you would add. Now, it's easy to say that biofuels make the world better, but you need to think about your country. So if you had a poorer country, like an African country like Zambia, you might not think that biofuels are the best because it takes away from the land and the food supply, which is what these lesser developed countries need. So pay attention to what your country would specifically want. When you've got 3 recommendations, which you can get from the internet or from your background guide, you are good to go. They are specific, they are relevant, and they are applicable to your country. When you have this, you are done with your paper, and all you need to do is check for spelling, read it aloud, and check for grammar. To check for grammar or spelling, you can click Review, and you can click Spelling and Grammar. There's going to be some problems, but we'll go with it. We're going to ignore anything in the bibliography because we'll come back to that later. The names, of course, the names. You see this, you can change because you can fix it, you can change it, and then you're good to go. So you've done it, you can read it aloud, and then you are ready to submit. So go ahead and click on the next tutorial.